Hey there and welcome back. Today we're going to dive into a really powerful African legend. It's about a very strange-looking tree whose story has been told for generations. It's a tale all about envy and humility and finding your strength in the most unexpected places. And it all kicks off with one simple question.
Right? This is what's so cool about this legend. It's built around this fascinating puzzle. What if the thing we see as a flaw, a moment of being humbled, is actually where our greatest power comes from? That's the idea we're going to unpack together through this ancient story.
So, to really get this, you gotta picture the world way, way back at the beginning. The earth was new, and the Creator was walking the land, designing the trees. And each and every one was being given its own unique purpose, its own special kind of beauty.
And we're not talking about just any old gifts. These were super specific. The palm tree, for example, it got grace, this slender form so it could dance in the wind. The acacia was given a crown of thorns, a symbol of its pride and something to be respected. And the fig tree, well, it was gifted with that sweet, sweet fruit and deep, powerful roots, making it a real source of life. Each one was perfect, just as it was. But then there was our main character, the baobab. Now, unlike the others, the baobab just wasn't happy. It looked at all the amazing gifts the other trees had, and its heart wasn't filled with wonder. It was filled with this deep, nagging dissatisfaction.
And this is where the real drama starts, While all the other trees stood there content, graceful, proud, fruitful, the baobab was just consumed by these ugly feelings. It saw grace and it got envious. It saw pride and it got jealous. It saw all that fruitfulness and it just became restless, its voice supposedly rattling like dry seed pods in the wind.
And so naturally, the baobab started to complain. It looked over at the graceful palm, and its envy finally burst out in this simple, powerful cry. "Give me beauty!" It wanted an elegance that just wasn't its own.
But of course, that wasn't enough. It's like this hunger just kept growing. The baobab's gaze turned upwards, and now it didn't just want beauty. It wanted to be dominant. It shouted out, "Give me height, so I may reach the clouds!"
And then, with its final demand, you really see what this is all about. It's not just about having things, it's about being worshipped for them. The final cry was, "Give me fruit sweeter than all others, so that I may be adored." It wanted to be loved more than anything else in the world.
Okay, so you can probably guess that this constant complaining couldn't go on forever. The Creator knew that beauty without humility can be, a dangerous thing. So after days and days of these demands, patience finally ran out. And that leads us to the big turning point of the story, the great humbling.
And the Creator's response? Whoa. It was fast and it was powerful. The legend says it happened in 3 quick steps. First, he grabbed the baobab by its massive trunk. Second, he yanked the entire tree clean out of the ground. And third, with this incredible force, he slammed it back into the soil, but upside down.
Can you just imagine the sight? It was shocking, and probably, to the other trees, pretty funny at first. The baobab was just left there, its roots reaching for the sky like these desperate fingers, and its branches were buried deep in the earth. As the other trees laughed, they called it the upside-down fool. But here's the twist, and this is my favorite part of the story. What looked like a total disaster, this huge punishment, it was actually the beginning of everything. This moment of humiliation was the start of the baobab's journey to becoming something so much greater than it ever asked to be. It became the tree of life.
So its whole identity just gets completely flipped on its head. Literally. It's no longer the complaining tree. Now, it's the tree of life. And the irony here is just, wow. It didn't get the beauty or the grace it begged for. Nope. Instead, it got something way more important. The power to endure and the amazing gift to give life to others. And get this, from this strange, humbled, upside-down form, all these incredible gifts started to pour out. Its massive trunk, which was once a source of vanity, now became a reservoir, holding water for thirsty travelers in the middle of a drought. Its fruit fed the hungry. Its leaves healed the sick. Its entire being became this incredible resource. People used its bark for rope,
Whole villages took shelter under it, and it became the place where elders held council. It literally became the heart of the community.
So, after all that, what's the big lesson here? What's the takeaway from this incredible legend? Well, for generations, elders have used the story of the Baobab to pass down this timeless piece of wisdom. They call it a lesson in roots, and they're not talking about the ones clawing at the sky, but the ones that ground us in our true purpose.
It's this one simple, beautiful truth that the elders teach their children. For beauty fades, but the heart that serves others will never be forgotten. The whole legend is a powerful reminder that envy and vanity, they just don't last. But a life of service? That creates a legacy that can endure forever, just like the mighty Baobab.
And that kind of brings us back to ourselves, doesn't it? The Baobab found its true purpose, its greatest gifts, not by getting what it wanted, but in being humbled. It really makes you wonder, right? In our own lives, when we face those moments of humility, what incredible hidden gifts might be waiting for us to discover?